and call up item number 93. Mayor Pro Tem moves passage of item 93 with the most recent version that was handed out, which is, I think, your version 6. Is that correct? How do we identify your most recent one?
I think it is V6, Mayor. Let me make certain.
Okay. If it's not, go ahead and correct that.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. So it looks like I think it's V6. Is there a second to the ETOD? Councilmember Kitchen seconds that. What, if anything, is an outstanding issue at this point? I think Councilmember Tovo indicated a second ago as people are coming on that it appears as if the issues are significantly simplified from where we thought they might otherwise have been.
Yeah.
It's your motion. Mayor Pro Tem, do you want to speak first, or should we ask Councilmember Tovo to tell us her view of the world?
Well, I certainly have some opening remarks, and then I'd love to welcome Councilmember Tovo's remarks, and then if we have more to deliberate from there, so be it. But my office has really worked hard on this, and I was inspired by Councilmember Tovo's really heartfelt expression of appreciation for her staff. I don't know that I always take the opportunity to do that, but Lauren Hartnett, I mean, when I say she worked hard on this item, she has eaten and slept and breathed this item for a really long time. And so I'm very happy that it's back before us today. And I'm really appreciative of all the hard work that she put into it. And I'm so grateful that we had the opportunity to attend the ETOD webinar out of Chicago. I mean, our intent behind this is nothing but renewed, and having them answer some of our questions even has just been really so eye-opening and inspirational, and just tells me we're on the right path. So we talk about Prop B. Our voters gave us a mandate with Prop B, but I also want to point out that a lot more of our voters gave us a mandate in November with Project Connect and the active transportation bond. More than 240,000 Austinites confirmed that they want a more walkable, bikeable, transit-oriented city. And this resolution builds on that and on actions and policies that we as a council have previously adopted. The Imagine Austin Comprehensive Plan is packed with recommendations that talk about and encourage more a compact, connected city by promoting walkable, bikeable, transit-oriented corridors. It also says that our public engagement should strive to engage with people who have not historically spoken, who we have not historically spoken with, to ensure that these community members have the opportunity to make decisions and give input on transportation decisions. It was so great during this webinar to hear people talk about the way to do community engagement is not to have your plan fully fleshed out and then present it to the people. It's actually to, in earnest, have the people come to the table with you. So land use policy number 1 in the ASMP recommends that we plan and promote transit supportive densities along the transit priority network. To be clear, we are not voting on implementing any changes today. The direction is to work with Cap Metro so we can have a suite of options that we can unpack later. With Project Connect allowing the highest possible ridership is how we're going to get the most out of our investment. Having in place clear, actionable, and equitable transit-oriented development policies will get us there. And it will also make it more likely that we get as much federal funding as possible. Cap Metro recently announced that they secured federal grants for the Expo line and the Pleasant Valley lines. The reason they brought those two Project Connect enhanced bus lines to the FDA first, because they were the most competitive. But according to the FDA's report, across 5 rating categories and subcategories, neither line scored higher than medium. For example, the Expo line scored medium on land use. On transit supported plans and policies in place, medium. On the performance and impacts of those policies, medium low. And on the tools to maintain or increase share of affordable housing along the line, medium low. It would be a great disappointment if we fail to address these ratings and lose out on funding for the other Project Connect investments. So I'm eager to pass this and to see what fruits can come from our partnership with Capital Metro. And that is all. Thank you. You're muted, Chair.
Thank you. Councilmember Kitchen.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I've appreciated the opportunity to work with you as we've worked through amendments, over the past month or two. I really appreciate that. And I think we've arrived at a good place, and I'm hopeful that we will with the suggestions that Councilmember Tovo has. So I do think that we have huge opportunities with Project Connect. And one of the challenges and opportunities for us is to align our land use planning with our transit planning, which I think that this resolution helps us do. I appreciate your example about engaging with the community, and you're exactly right. It's a conversation with the community, not giving them something to react to. So I think that approach is written into this resolution, and it's part of our TOD processes, where we're actually sitting down and co-creating with the community. I know that I'm looking forward to with the area in District 5, which is the Menchaca area for BRT. I am looking forward to working with the neighbors along Menchaca to talk with them about what they'd like to see and how they've been wanting the bus line to come down there, the fast bus line, for a long time. So this is an opportunity to really work with them and work with them in a way to ensure that we get federal funding. Because, this line, along with the line in Councilmember Ellis's district, are the next ones up for funding. I was really pleased that the Pleasant Valley line did get funding, but we're learning a lot from the way that was scored. It did make it to get funding at this stage, and that's good. But we now have the opportunity to look at how FTA really scores those BRT lines. So the collaboration with Cap Metro also and ATP will continue to be, something that just makes us all stronger. And the other thing that's in this resolution that I appreciate that you have in here, Mayor Pro Tem, is the alignment with our anti-displacement efforts that ATP is doing. We've got to get our timing working so that our transit planning, our planning around anti-displacement, and our land use planning are in sync. So I think this helps us work in that direction. So thank you for this. And I think our work over the last couple of weeks has really improved what we have in front of us now.
Kathy, did we lose you?
No, Mayor. For some reason at night, my camera starts freezing, but I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I appreciate you accepting what I think are nearly all of my changes. I know there were a couple different amendments to my amendments that you posted today, but I think I'm using the last one. And as I was saying, that very brief break really allowed me to go through it. So thank you, colleagues, for agreeing to it. I think even a short time away was helpful. I have a couple of quick questions. I think that as I've used naturally occurring, your draft changes it to non-income restricted, which I think is fine. I just want to ask our city staff if that's a difference with a distinction from their perspective, or if those terms are synonymous. So I guess that's really a question for our housing staff, and I'm not immediately seeing anyone from our housing staff on the call.
Councilmember, they are available. They just need to be moved over. Give us 1 second.
Great. So that's the question I had. And then Mayor Pro Tem, there was one example where you changed it to market rate affordable. So I didn't know if you intended for them all to be consistently changed from naturally occurring to non-income restricted, or if you wanted there to be be market rate affordable. And I can show you what that is. I'll just run through all of, and I think that's it. That's my one and only question. And if the staff tell me that those terms are synonymous, then I'm fine with that. And then we just need to resolve the question of the one that appears on the message board post to have changed naturally occurring to market rate affordable rather than to non-income restricted. I think it's the only one that isn't consistent.
Rosie?
So hi, thanks. Rosie Chulov, Director of the Housing and Planning Department. Generally speaking, naturally occurring affordable housing and market rate affordable housing and non-income restricted affordable housing are all kind of saying the same thing. And so I think you can use that, pick the term that you would want to use and that would be appropriate.
Okay, well, that's great. Thank you, Director Trulove. And then Mayor Pro Tem, I would just call your attention to the one that was different. I'm sorry, I don't know if you all can hear my dog in the background. Sorry about that. It is line 161's be it further resolved, and it is section B. And on the draft that posted this at 4:31, it appears to me that it changed encourage the preservation of income restricted and naturally occurring to market rate affordable, if I'm aligning my drafts properly.
The version I'm looking at, 161B, non-income restricted affordable multifamily housing and mobile home communities around station areas vulnerable to gentrification and displacement. Is this the line you're making reference to?
It is. Yeah, are
And
you
I-
reading from the message board? Are you reading from the 431 message board post?
Yeah, this is the latest iteration and it's non-income restricted.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good to me then. That's all, Mayor. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, for your work on this.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem has made her motion. P6. It's been seconded. Those in favor, please raise your hand. Those opposed? I'm showing unanimous on the dais, but I cannot see Councilmember Poole or Councilmember Kelly. So with the others voting aye, it passes. All right. Colleagues.